We're sailing on what's a kosher cruise without great kosher food, right? We're here with Destination 613 aboard Holland America. And with us right now is Vinod Patil, the executive chef who makes sure that the food is delicious for the kosher group as well as for the whole boat. And Mehmet is the restaurant manager who makes sure that people are taken care of. So gentlemen, thank you for having us. I have to say the meals were delicious. So how does it work with kosher food on a cruise? So I know you have almost every cruise, you have some kosher meals available, but this is more extensive because you're cooking specially. How does it work? You work together with a kosher chef? Tell us about it.
Yes, like we work with the leaders, how they want us to prepare their food, and it depends upon how they are requesting, and based on that one, then if it's a larger amount of group, then we assign them one of the sections of the galley where we can have that whole place as a kosher galley as well, and then from that place all the food and everything has been expedited.
But how do you know how to make chont, for example? You know what chont is?
I studied that one, or I can say that I learned it from the rabbi.
He taught you the chont recipe?
Yes, sir.
So do you make a Hungarian, a Moroccan, or Polish chont?
It depends upon the rabbi what he's teaching me.
And what did he teach you on this trip?
This trip, I think he teach me the Moroccan style.
The Moroccan style.
Yes, sir.
It was very good. The food was excellent, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure you get a lot of. I think a lot of people from the non-kosher section saying, "Hey, can I have some of that kosher?" It was terrific, right?
Yes, true. They're true. As well as when we have a tea time in the buffet, and we get the guests line up only just to go in for that food. So they are really impressed with the quality of the food and the way they present it. Of course, there are lots of people wondering how the food tastes, so they're just lining it up. And when they see, especially the plates coming out, the food is coming out with the delicious foods on it, and they're like, "Oh, okay, can we have some of these ones?" But I said, "Yeah, we will maybe at the future for you."
So how does it work? I'm curious because I noticed that there seems to be more of an interest from the kosher sailing. Do you find that there are more kosher requests that you're getting aboard your cruise line?
Yes, sir, definitely. Like now, as we said, and as we were speaking about it, that every cruise we have at least 20 to 30 kosher people sailing on us, and we are accommodating their requests as much as which is in our hands. Like as I mentioned that yes, we do have some of the packaged stuff. However, if some of the guests,
packaged food,
yes,
right?
Weberman's packaged food. However, we always we have like lots of different varieties of fishes which can be double wrapped. We have the baked potatoes, we have the sweet potatoes, and then the fish can be cooked with adding different spices, flavors, and then we add vegetables and potatoes in that one, so everything can be cooked in a foil and can be served nice and hot.
True, but you know something? But there's a difference between having Weberman's prepackaged meals as opposed to having a gourmet dinner. Let's face it, one night you had veal, you had spare ribs, you had lamb chop. You're not getting that in prepackaged foods.
No, unfortunately, we don't have that thing until now. It's been set. But however, if we will be receiving more and more kosher guests, like as I said, that if the group is bigger, then definitely we can accommodate all these special things. But it becomes really very difficult when you have like only 10, 15 or 20 guests, because we are looking at 1,900 guests, and if we have to give one part of our section or one part of our restaurant to 15 people, then it really becomes difficult for us to handle the other 1,900 guests.
But if you have a minimum of how many would you?
100 plus.
100 plus, and
Yes.
you'll cook for them separately.
Yep.
Very easy.
But they have to bring along the rabbi. You don't bring the rabbi.
No, they have to bring the rabbi, and they have to bring their meat products on board.
So in other words, so they bring along the meat, but what about the other stuff? The other stuff the ship provides?
Yes, like the basic stuff, basically is the meat products and the dairy products. The group has to bring. The rest, like the vegetables, fruits, or like the basic things what is being required, the potatoes and this stuff, the ship will provide that.
What about if somebody comes on and it's not 100 people, it's not even 10? Is Weberman's Foods or Prepack available if they request in advance?
Yes, because we have a system in place in Holland America Line where every kosher guest, if he is sailing with Holland America Line, he gets a list of food what he can request, and that needs to be submitted at least 90 days prior his sailing. So and when he's making the bookings, that's the time he gets the form, and then after that, that form comes to us, and based on the request what has been made on that form, that's how we place our orders for that specific cruise.
Now I noticed that, how does it work with religious services? Is there always religious services aboard the boat?
We do have, actually what we do is we have our meeting rooms. That meeting rooms can be turned into the
Religious room.
yeah, religious rooms as long as the request is there.
Yes,
so we can only put the room, only is assigned for them, regardless which religion they are following into, and we can assign that room for whole cruise, and they can use that room. If it's even one or two guests, we can still accommodate that in one specific room.
As long as the request is coming on time. Like if the cruise is starting today, and if somebody is gonna come today and they're gonna say, oh, tomorrow can we have that room, then that becomes a little bit impossible for us. But however, like if the request is done like 1 month or 2 months before that, okay, we will be sailing with 20 guests, and we would like to have the specific room for this and this occasion. So we look at our overall plan and overall programs, and based on that one, then we can say that yes, on this particular day at this particular time, this room will be given to you for whatever reason it is.
So what is your biggest challenge dealing with kosher consumers, kosher cruisers?
We don't have any challenges.
Oh,
it's all of plannings, and as I said, that as long as we get the information ahead of time, then we can plan everything.
So we spoke about cholent. What are some of the other exotic Jewish dishes that you learned about making that you never made before? The other Holland American guests don't eat, but you've been making.
I think this cruise was a little bit totally different experience for me, because in the past I have done some kosher cruises, but I've never dealt with something like that. Like that, the kosher group is bringing their own meats and all dairy products and everything, and that was a little bit different experience for me. But I learned a lot in this cruise.
Because Yossi Lubaki, who is standing over here, is doing a great job. But you had veal, so that was a great dish.
That was being provided to me by Mr. Yossi, and I was just thankful to Yossi that he gave us some nice products, nice meats, which we were able to serve you and really make you happy for your dinner services.
Did you get to sample some of it too?
Oh yes.
My final question, what is your favorite Jewish food that you've been cooking on board?
What did you say? The one?
Cholent?
Yes.
You like the cholent?
Yes.
So are we going to see cholent served to the regular cruisers on the Holland America?
Yes, we can do that one, but yes, we need that galley to be blessed by the rabbi first to prepare the cholent.
Anyway, thank you for really.
It's a great pleasure.
Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure.
The food was excellent, superb, really kudos, because fine dining on the high seas and glatt kosher to strict rabbinical standards. So thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure
Yeah, it was a great
to have
pleasure
you
to
all
have
on
you.
board.